even at 2 games apiece. And Luka was held to 19 on 1 of 7 from 3 in Game 4. That's after averaging 38 points per game in the first 3 games. First quarter, feeling it. Doncic stepped back, bought it. Luka was hot early. And Doncic, the inbound, gives it up, give it right back. Good idea. Drains a 3, Mavs up 5. Just seconds later, Doncic handling the lane, steps out and drains another 3 less than a minute later. Luka's feeling it, in case you couldn't tell. Another 3. Doncic had 19 points, 5 of 6 from 3 land in the first quarter. Most first quarter points in a playoff game for any Maverick over the last 25 years. That includes the reunion arena days. Kawhi Leonard getting involved, finishing at the rim. Then Doncic. Drive, floater, gets to go. Mavs were up 2. Under a minute left and a half, Doncic penetration, lob to Willie Cauley-Stein. Doncic had 27 in the first half, most and a half in his playoff career. Oh, by the way, 8 helpers. Third quarter, Clips only down 3 with all that. Kawhi the drive, tried to make a pass to turnover. Tim Hardaway Jr. finding Doncic on the alley-oop. How's your transition game? Defense to offense. Time winding down in the third. Mavs up 9. Doncic, another 3. Clippers are saying, make it stop. Luka had 40 through 3 quarters. Under 3 minutes to go. Mavs up only 4. Hardaway Jr., a 3 of his own. Mavericks up 7. Doncic. Where's Kristaps Porzingis in the highlight? Kind of a dagger 3. Mavs up 10. Under 2 to go. Clippers down 7. Marcus Morris, a 3. What did we do before the 3-point line?
Just scored in 2s.
I got it. You know, if you score 3 instead of 2, it's like a 50% bonus. Leonard drives and finishes and 1. So it's a 1-point game all of a sudden. Doncic trying to find Maxi Kleber, but it's a turnover. Paul George the other way. The ball to Nicholas Batum in the middle, hesitates and can't get it to go. Can't finish there. Mavericks would make 2 free throws. Ensuing possession for the Clips, down 3. Leonard trying it. We've seen him hit that kind of shot before. This time it's all air. The Mavericks win in a road-dominated series. Luka went off for 42.
Played terrible at the end, but we got to win, that's all that matters. And we got 1 more to go, and we got to focus here. We didn't do nothing yet.
And what's the message for you guys now to take this? You're winning on the road, and how do you take it to win at home?
We got to play like we play on the road, man. Those 3 games that we won here, we play with a different mentality. We play hard. I think we relax a little bit at home, but we got to play like we're on the road.
Well, this was Luka's 4th career game with at least 40 points in the playoffs, and he hasn't even turned 23 years old yet. That's the most 40-point games at age 22 or younger in NBA postseason history. Doncic breaks a tie with LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Amari Stoudemire. Oh, if only you could see what I see right now. Take a look. He's a beauty. Tim Legler in the house, and the subject matter is obvious. Great to have you back, Legs.
In the actual lab, not in my office, in my house anymore. So it's good to be back. And look, what do Luka Doncic, LeBron James, James Harden have in common? Those 3 guys control the game unlike any other players in the NBA. And if Luka thinks he played terrible in this one, because he said it repeatedly, I wish I played more terrible throughout my NBA career, because the guy dominated the Clippers in every dimension, with 3 in particular stand out. This is how he got it done offensively. The first was this. All night, he had Clipper defenders on his back, and this is where he excels. He stops freezes. He gets Paul George on his back. He's creating separation. At the same time he's doing that, he is engaging every Clipper defender in the paint, because they know from this position he is a threat to find shooters all over the floor. Marjanovic possibly on a lob, but in this particular instance, and this is where he really hurt the Clippers, he realizes the best opportunity is this float game. He made 3 or 4 of these in the exact same way. He's so wide, so strong, gets eyes on his back, they can't get around. Second way he dominates, off of dribble penetration, getting into the lane, and he knows he's got to engage these backline defenders because he's got so many different places he can go with the basketball if he gets those guys to commit. On the penetration, he's mastered this. He's going to jump in the air. He's going to look at Marjanovic. And what that does, it freezes Nicholas Batum. He can't release to the corner as soon as he wants to. So instead, you've now got a wide open three. Luka Doncic. The laser beam kick out to the opposite side of the floor. No chance for Clippers to get there in time. And then the final way, as a scorer, this is a pick and roll league. If you're going to roll pick and roll offense, you got to read the defense. What's he going to do? He's going to watch right here, Zubac. Zubac comes up high. He's going to go around him. If he drops, he's now going to take a look at an opportunity for himself. This is exactly what he does. He looks up. He sees a wall of defenders here, and he sees the open area is to come back here and make Rajon Rondo run around this screen knowing he can't recover. The step back three, and you look at the score of that game, that is where the Mavericks got their separation at the end of the third quarter, and then they held on for dear life. A masterpiece by Luka Doncic has Dallas within one game of advancing.
The 1 seed in the East, Sixers.
No secret that Snoop is an LA icon. The Dogfather reps his Lakers as hard as Spike Lee goes for his Knicks. Purple and gold skies, Stephen A. When Snoop was asked about the Clippers, the JV team to most LA natives back in January on Stephen A's World, he had this to say.
Laker to a Clipper, man, I can't be faded. Come on, man. We're talking about the Clippers, the team that has 0 banners, that are the opening night champions for 14 years straight, have no banners, no nothing. Kawhi is a great player. Paul George is a great player. They got great coaches and the homies on their team. They do a great job, but they're not the Lakers, man. It's just something about that purple and gold, man. And it's like they need to get a whole new stadium and get a whole new stigma because they're never going to win playing in our living room.
Gotta be Gucci's with the bees. But last night, after his Lakers got embarrassed in Phoenix, he posted this gem on IG and had me dying. Look at the last line. Never thought I'd say it, but we're sorry. The Clippers better than us. Frank Vogel can't coach, and why the F Montrezl Harrell isn't getting no run. This is heartbreaking. AD hurt more than Mary J. Blige records we saw. Q, not gonna cry. Clippers Mavs all tied up at Game 2, a pivotal Game 5 tonight at Staples Center. Kawhi is third in points per game this postseason, averaging 33. Keep in mind, Kawhi is from California. Stephen A. Does Kawhi have the best chance to become the king of LA?
The best chance to become the king of LA? No. They haven't won anything yet. Last time I checked, LeBron has the ring. He's the reigning defending NBA champion. And even if he loses Thursday night or Saturday, it does not mean that the Clippers win. I will say this, however. Snoop Dogg, by the way, for y'all, for both of y'all to know, Snoop Dogg couldn't make it on the show this morning because he's filming a movie in Atlanta, Georgia as we speak. So he couldn't get loose to come on First Take this morning. That's why he's not here. But he did send me a text that wanted to elaborate further on the quote that he put on Instagram. Quote, Lakers, too many non-shooters, soft-ass guards in our rotation, can't guard, can't shoot, we doomed. Clippers may come out of the West, and I wouldn't even be mad at this point. If Kawhi and PG-13 faced Brooklyn for it all, popcorn, get it ready. Yep. That's what he said. So I understand where he's coming from. I understand how we looking at the Clippers, but I would remind y'all that Damian Lillard dude that we just finished talking about, they still alive. Jokic, who you were talking about earlier, they still alive. And by the way, the Utah Jazz, even though Memphis is still alive, we expect Utah to win that series with a healthy Donovan Mitchell. They the favorites. So let's not forget all of those things as we sit here and talk about Kawhi as the king of LA. Just because the Lakers are out don't make you the king. You gotta win.
The answer is, does Kawhi have the best chance to replace LeBron as the king of LA? Is yes. Yes, he does. He has the best chance. I may have been a year early on my LeBron decline prediction and Kawhi taking over prediction. And this is not like, will the Clippers flip LA? That'll never happen. That could happen with the Knicks and the Nets. You know why? The Knicks don't have the same equity in this town. They haven't won in so long. Lakers got crazy equity in LA. They've given that city more glory and championships than anybody. That town's never going to be a Clippers town over a Lakers town. But, Stephen A., we know this is true. And Molly, you've lived in LA. I've lived in LA. And Stephen A., you're out there all the time. Lakers fans and, say, Kobe fans are not always the same thing, right? There's a big overlap, but there are people who are just Kobe fans.
Yeah.
There are Lakers fans who, if the Lakers are sorry and the Clippers are a powerhouse, will root for Kawhi and Paul George, especially since they're from there. So will they flip the town the way the Nets are about to flip New York? Because the Knicks have been sorry for so long. That's never going to happen in LA. Clippers will never flip it. But dudes like Kawhi and Paul George, yes, they can run the town, even if they're not on the Lakers, because they'll be hometown heroes who are balling in the absence of the Lakers' presence. So, yeah, Kawhi could become king of LA. That could happen.
I got you. I just think to be the king, you got to have a crown. You got to have a crown.
Yeah, you're going to have to win.
You can't be the king just because LeBron loses. You got to win.
You're going to have to win.
Let me
no way around
just
that.
say